Fellas, welcome to StarchCast Side Dish, where I'm going to be talking about just things that really interest me. Now, this is kind of just a side dish, not like your like standard everyday StarchCast. As you can tell by the fact I got music going on in the background for those of you guys watching this live. But yeah, I figured do something entirely different. So, what the hell, why not, right? Let me just pop out my chat real quick. Because unfortunately, one issue that I did notice with like Twitch, or at least on Manjaro, there is no way for me to do stuff I want to do, such as, you know, man, words are failing me right now. But stuff such as browser sources, which is extremely annoying to say the least. But I am on KDE, so I do have some cool things like that. I can do themes to look like Windows XP or whatever. Now, personally, I think that's pretty cool. Ad break coming up in 5 minutes, by the way. But yeah, no, like, I haven't been streaming for a couple days, again, chat, because there's been a couple of problems, unfortunately. One of the major problems I've been dealing with? I've been having to distro hop quite a bit. Now, tentatively, I am, on Manjaro for the long run. Key word there, though, unfortunately, is tentatively, because there is every possibility this goes wrong and I have to distro hop again. And I'm hoping that I am wrong, because, oh. So, yeah, It's been an interesting couple of, honestly, just an interesting, like, 2 weeks now, give or take. Well, actually, it's been a whole week to the day. But, I like to exaggerate a little bit, but, man. I mean, if I have to, I'll figure out how to, learn Arch, like, properly, like, actually do all the configuring, since apparently they have a text-based environment now, but I mean, if I don't have to, there ain't nothing in this world to make me go to mainline Arch, because, anyways, because, I mean, like, if you're wondering what distros I've tried so far, I mean, you've seen some of them. I did Bazite, I did Pop OS, I did Ubuntu 2504, the Puffin-themed one. I've done Endeavor OS, and that was it. Now, I am on Manjaro's KDE spin, and I'm hoping, notice the key word here, I am hoping, quite possibly against hope, that this might actually be the one, so I don't have to worry anymore, because let me tell you, chat, if I have to deal with more distro hopping, I might actually cry, dude. Like, oh man, I don't even know what to think. Because it's like, how many more times, like, how many more, like, problems, like, am I gonna have with desktops? Or just Linux in general? Or just operating system in general, Like, it is extremely annoying. Now, granted, I have a capture card I'm going to be breaking out soon, because I'm going to start streaming from my Xbox, but, I'm just severely annoyed at this point, because it's like, like, I'm just so sick and tired of all these problems, At least, this is a pretty temporary thing, but I mean, oh man. Sorry, I'm still just severely annoyed. Because, it's like, it's just one of them things. Now, first thing I suppose I'm going to talk about, let's talk about music, because, I mean, music is something that's been around for probably as long as fire, if not more. And, like, some of my first bands I listened to, Leonard Skinner, Fleetwood Mac, Powerman 5000, of course, Volbeat. I'd listen to the Highwaymen, Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings, all those amazing folks. And, like, they really did have a formative effect on me. I mean, right now, obviously, I'm listening to Powerman 5000, but I mean, man. Like, there's just so much good music out there. Like, I mean, I started out with those guys, but, like, I went and started listening to other folks, too. Like, Eminem, Grandmaster Flash, friggin', Limp Bizkit, Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, Leadbelly, like just so many like there's so many artists here that are just amazing, like both in the distant past and even nowadays. And it's like, to only listen to one or just to pigeonhole yourself into one genre just kind of feels crappy to me. That's why I like try to always listen to like as much music as I can when I do listen to music. Like I don't stick myself to just one genre. In fact, let's see. Sabrina Carpenter had a good one recently. Carpenter, please, please, please. That'll be next. Which I know that probably sounds like, wait a minute, you're telling me you listened to Sabrina Carpenter? And it's like, yeah. Yeah, really, that was going to be kind of a jarring tonal shift, I would assume, after having listened to, Power Man 5000, but also Ad Break in 5 seconds. But yeah, no, it's like there's just so much good music, and I don't get, like, how anyone just pigeonholes themselves to, like, one genre. Like, I understand pigeonholing yourself to one era of music because the music of now, a lot of it is nowhere near as good as what came before because a lot of artists, and you see the same thing in a lot of communities, like, hold a lot of disdain for that which came before us. Hell, I was actually, like, in a conversation, recently, not gonna bring up any names or anything, but, talking about, VTubing, and person was like, nah, man, you don't need lore or any of that stuff. That's old school VTubing. Like, it's not important anymore. It's like, dude, like, I try to, respect the, what I've come to for a community. Like, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, no, I'm here, hi. Like, I have some semi-extensive lore for my character, and I, try to encourage my other, fellow VTubers to have some extensive lore as well. And it's just one of them things, I suppose. So yeah, after this, we're going over to Sabrina Carpenter. Man, Twitter is just filled with NSFW bots. Like, goodness gracious. Like, I'm just so sick and tired of all these bots. Like, that's another thing I want to complain about. Anyways, here's Sabrina Carpenter. But yeah, no, like, oops, didn't mean to pause it. Like, I'm genuinely just so, at this point, genuinely sick and tired of bots, because, like, doesn't matter what you post. It could be, like, the most innocuous, oh yeah, I like avocados. And you're gonna see, like, 5 or 6 bots coming through, like, good for you, buddy. Sometimes even actually genuinely just like that, and it's like, yeah, okay, buddy. Like, why are you even coming in with the, like that? Like, you're adding nothing to the conversation. Just leave, boss. Or they'll just, like, randomly like your tweets from all the way, like, 3+ years back, and it's like, dog, no. We don't tolerate them damn clankers here. I forgot how good this song was. Like, I could genuinely probably just, like, gush over some of Sabrina Carpenter's music because it's good music. Like, despite, like, a lot of people kind of overlook it because new pop, which, yeah, fair, I guess, but still, there's good music. Alright, let me just, so I'm also chatting with someone, by the way, about Manjaro. Just, like, where I am running Manjaro, just making sure everything's configured properly. Alrighty. Oh, hold on. Saturday. We talked about that on Saturday, if I recall right. But yes, we'll still double check. But yeah, no, like, dude's just, looking out for me saying, like, hey, before you start gaming, here's some basic shit you might need to get Steam working well. Don't know what Manjaro has configured, which, you know what? I appreciate that. Because this dude, like, this absolute unit of a feller came through for me and helped me, like, twice when shit went entirely wrong for Linux. Like, Supervillain may call himself Supervillain, but he's a cool dude. Genuinely. Got nothing but respect for the guy. Also, very interesting, like, trivia from, like, Frosty Tools. Apparently, Rhode Island outshines South Dakota in terms of population. Just one of those things is kind of like, huh, neat, you know what I mean? Alright, now I do not wish to listen to any more pop, so let's go over to live. But yeah, like, speaking of live, like, I discovered these guys back in, I'd like to say 2017? May have been actually closer to 2016. Like, I discovered them the same way most everyone knows live, their song Lightning Crashes. And I kind of just pigeonholed myself into only knowing that song, and I started listening to more of Throwing Copper, and it's like, holy shit, this band is awesome. It's like, what happened to... Oh. No wonder that band's not around anymore. Like, I don't know, I love classic music, you know? Don't hesitate. Leave you here by yourself, chained to fate, yeah. I'll love you. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a karaoke stream coming up, by the ways, which is gonna be awesome. Like, if y'all ain't already ready for the karaoke stream coming up on Friday, like, be there or be square. Like, it's gonna be me and a bunch of bros. Like, we're gonna be absolutely just rocking a karaoke. And I am seriously, seriously excited, guys, because karaoke is one of my favorite things in the friggin' world, and that I've got some friends I'm actually gonna be doing that and live. Like, I'm seriously excited, guys. There's just something about karaoke that makes me happier than a pig and shit, you know? But yeah, no, like, I even got my set list almost entirely set up now. Like, I'm probably gonna be doing it on Chromium, just cuz, but still. I alone love you. I alone tempt you. I alone love you. There is not the end of this. I alone love you. I alone tempt you. I alone love you. Yeah. I alone. The music video for this is awesome, by the way. Again, like, Live has some just fascinatingly amazing music videos, genuinely. Also, you guys like my 1.3 model, by the way? Now, the reason this one my model looks like is for two reasons. One, lore-wise, which I've already mentioned in a previous stream, but also, like, the actual reason, unrelated to lore, back when I was on, Pop! OS, basically, what happened was, like, it gave me a black background, and when I tried chroma keying out the black, my face turned invisible, as well as my hair, and a couple elements of my shirt, and my legs. So what I had to do, um, like, I had to change some colors up, and I kind of like this design more. Like, I haven't changed my tie, and I think, like, it's awesome, genuinely. Tempt you, I alone love you. Yeah. I alone love you. I alone tempt you. I alone love you. Yeah, no, right, before I just, keep gushing some more about live, like, you guys see WrestleMania this weekend? I tried for night one of WrestleMania. I managed about 3 matches, give or take. Really, it was closer to, like, 2.5. And I was so fucking disgusted that I was like, you know what? I don't care how good this is arranged. I ain't watching this swill. Because even if it weren't for the absolutely terrible matches like, especially that friggin' Jey Uso Gunther one, like, even if it weren't for those, I just thought it was terrible. Like, especially with the long waits in between matches, it was like, damn, like, what is with all of this just advertising and whatnot? Like, I get that, y'all are trying to get as much money as you can, but y'all already own Impact. Y'all purchased one of the biggest lucha libre like promotions of all time, and yet y'all couldn't throw together a good match with wrestlers who aren't just like jobbers who should not even be anywhere near a main event, much less a pay-per-view. Come on, man. Like, the Bloodline hard carried Jey Uso and the momentum from that, plus a little bit of storytelling. But, like, dude should have never gotten to, anything to do with WrestleMania. Because the dude can't wrestle for shit. His technical wrestling is terrible. His in ring everything is terrible. Like, if it would have been me, I don't care whose name was attached to Jey Uso, his ass would have been out. I would not have given him this shitty yeet gimmick. Because it's like, okay, wow, amazing. You've got a terrible gimmick for an even worse wrestler whose wrestling is just garbage. And you're putting him up against one of your best wrestlers in your promotion, then handing him the ring or the belt. I mean, you kidding me? The hell was that about? Like, I've been saying this for a while, but Triple H taking over for Vince McMahon was one of the worst things that could have happened. And not because I think Vince is right either, because no, because was pretty washed up anyways, but Triple H, like, and whoever he has running creative are absolutely taking WWE in the wrong direction. Now, it's nice, that, Impact is owned by, those folks at WWE, I guess, because now, Joe Hendry and most of the Machine Guns and all them get the momentum and everything they deserve, but at the same time, it's one of those, at what cost things. Because, I mean, look, like, I don't even know what to think anymore, because it's like, man, I have opinions, mostly negative, about the direction WWE's going. Like, prior to, like, WrestleMania this weekend, like, I decided to start, watching SmackDown, because, I watched the, one where Netflix took over, and, no, that was awful. And then prior to that, I think the last WWE pay-per-view I saw was, SummerSlam back, like, 2 years ago, and no, it was bad. Actually, it might have been like whenever the hell Sami Zayn got screwed out of like everything during that whole bloodline thing. I don't know. It's just like the direction WWE keeps going. Like, it's very indicative about just how bad everything is. You know what I mean? I just, I don't even know. It seems like things are just going in an absolutely terrible direction. Like, it kind of makes me worry about the future of wrestling in general. Because, like, how much more are we going to see of just absolutely terrible decisions, in general, from not just WWE, but it's now owned by them, other promotions. Like, maybe I'm just kind of starting to see the writing on the wall, but, it's not like WWE has any competition, anyways, between AEW's incompetence and that most indies can't afford, like, the airtime. And you can only do so much through word of mouth and, like, online advertising. I don't know, guys. Like, I genuinely do fear for the future of wrestling, because it seems like it's just only going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. Oh, did I mention worse? Like, oh man. Like, even the indie shows around here are just bad at this point. Like, now apparently, the one we had at the high school, but I say the one we had, but like the one the local promotion does, the high school was apparently really good this year. But I didn't even want to go because I don't know. I've just been kind of like not excited for that kind of thing for a while now. And now a good bit of it, admittedly, is just standard burnout. But goodness gracious. Sorry, I'm just it sucks seeing things that I grew up with just get kind of thrown down the drain. That just, man, you know what I mean? And sugar, spoken line. People's eyes. Right. Other things to talk about. Yeah, I gotta say, like, one thing I've noticed, like, for Linux, just in coming back to it this year, the easier the Linux distro is to get set up, usually the worse it is. Now, admittedly, I haven't tried Manjaro for gaming yet. Like, I will just warn you of that ahead of time. Like, I haven't tried Manjaro for gaming yet. But, so far, it seems to be fine, other than just that. I'll try it for gaming on my own time, just to make sure nothing's screwed. But if it is, I can fix it easy enough. But it's annoying that I keep having to distro hop, like going back to the Linux subject, because I am going to be just kind of talking about Linux too a bit. Like, I don't know, you know? Whoops. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to leak DMs there for a sec. I hit the wrong button entirely. People's eyes. But yeah, no, like genuinely, like I've been like using Linux for 2 weeks and not even the same distro. But like Manjaro, again, shockingly quick to set up once I got everything sorted, but like I find it very, very hard to sit here and recommend one way or another, like, one distro at this point, at least with my hardware, because it still seems like most distros just entirely hate my hardware, and it's like, damn, bro, alright. Like, maybe I'm just, like, annoyed way too easily now, but I don't know, it feels like a lot of, like, distros now are just, like, deceptively easy, if that makes sense. Because, like, yeah, sure, you can set it up, but good luck getting everything to work, jackass. In this case, I'm the jackass. Not calling you guys, but in this case, me. But yeah, like, I don't know, like, now on one hand, like, this is a better experience than it could be, but at the same time, it kind of makes me want to just, like, say screw it and go to my arch nemesis, which I purposely didn't want to go to, which is Windows 11. But, writing's on the wall at this point. Like, if I can't get Linux to work properly by July, I might have no choice but to go to Windows 11, and that's not ideal by any means. Oh man, Tom Petty. This is like, I haven't heard these guys in, I say these guys, but like this guy, I mean, in a while again. I don't know, there's just like something about the artists of yesteryear that appeal to me far more than a lot of the artists of like nowadays. And it kind of all ties back to the fact that most of the artists of now just hold major disdain for that which came before, and it's like, why? You know what I mean? Like, I get that y'all are like, you know, just I guess not too good artists or whatever, but you know, like going in your direction is a good thing, don't get me wrong, but if you don't have appreciation for that which came before, like, can you even say that you're a great artist? And that's not just music artists, that's like anything. Cause like even like old guard that have come back clearly are starting to hold disdain for their generation, and it's like, why? Like, it's a fascinating thing to see, you know? If you're ready to pull the plug on Windows, I found an ideal Linux distro for new users, huh? S-Desk. Somehow I get the feeling it is complete and utter garbage because, let's be real, all these distros that are meant to appeal to, like, new Windows users, 9 times out of, or like, from, like, old Linux users, I mean, 9 times out of 10 are utter shit. And, like, have a lot of problems. And it comes with a browser called Swirl, which I've never heard of. I've never even heard of S-Desk, and it kind of seems sketchy. Oh, S-Desk is Frankenarch. Okay. I wonder if the bootloader breaks with the updates. Let me actually look up S-Desk. Hold on, let me take a look. Hold on. Let me look see. S-Desk. From Steve Studios, the faster, more secure it's got GNOME. My brother, you are doing a brand new Linux distro to appeal to the masses who are trying to flee from Windows. And you're doing GNOME. That is dumb. You should be doing Mate, Cinnamon, or KDE. Like, dog, why? Like, if I was a brand new Linux user and had no idea what the hell I was doing, and I saw GNOME, I would be significantly more confused. Like, what the hell are they thinking, dude? I have opinions, dude. How interesting. Swirl, that browser, is just Qt web engine with a custom user interface with a non-FOSS license. What a surprise. Oh, it's all proprietary in every way, apparently. Interesting. Nothing that would ever make me try it, but like, interesting, I guess. I still can't believe Slackware is still going. Like, that's wild to me. Because, like, Slackware is one of the oldest surviving Linux distros still around. Like, I don't know if they're, like, other than, like, Arch, what else is still, that old and still going? Let me actually look it up. What is the oldest still maintained Linux distro? Slackware, yeah. Which was created in 1993, but is still going, and it's like, damn, bro. Oh, I forgot Red Hat. The guys who did Fedora have been around since the 90s as well. Ah, Bush. Going back to music speak, like I first discovered Bush years ago, probably like over a decade, but like, I hadn't even heard of them until like actually like to know who Bush was until like the last 8 years, I'd like to say, but just because I didn't really know those kinds of artists. Also, I will be right back. So I'm just gonna leave you guys with this music. Oh man, coming back to Far Behind, huh? That is an awesome song. Damn, wasn't expecting that, honestly. Also, as you guys can probably tell by the fact that my talking's a little bit awkward, I was gonna have a guest on tonight, but they I guess apparently didn't want to join today. I don't know what's up with that, but you know, uh, like I'm not sure what's up with that because we agreed on the time yesterday, and it was like like message about an hour prior to going live. Just asking if we were still gonna do this on the agreed time, and haven't gotten anything. Haven't gotten any messages at all today. Come to think of it, which is quite annoying, honestly. Like, I would have appreciated a heads up, like, hey, yeah, no, can't do it. But, well, I suppose that's a person to write off of the ever collaborate again with list if they won't even show up to be a guest on the podcast without even giving me a warning. At least with that one Kiyomi Hoshi person who I did a podcast with and then, deleted it because it was well below my standards. And, at least with that person, she did, despite flaking out, tell me that she couldn't because she was doing a Zatsujan or whatever. But I mean, I don't know, I just wish that people would give me a heads up or something. Oh well. Such is life. If you ain't rolling with the punches, what can you do other than just be severely annoyed at this point? And I don't make it a habit to be just annoyed anymore, because, no use really wasting your energy with annoyance and, like, anger and being petty and all that. Petty, I mean. All I can do is just keep moving forward. Yippee skippy. No, but seriously, it's... I don't know. Is this the sweep button? No. Apologies, chat, I'm just cleaning off my notifications real quick. Once I find my notifications... No, no. Alright, sweep this. Yes. Ah, here we go. Notifications. Just gonna sweep those out. But yeah, no. Far Behind. Like, I discovered this song friggin' years ago, but... Like, I just thought this was one of the best songs I'd ever heard. Even now I think that. And knowing what it's about, too, it's like, damn, it really hits hard. But just, it's genuinely such a good song. Far Behind by Candlebox. Like, I don't know, there's just something about just, like these classic rock songs that really just speak to me. Like, I know I talked earlier about, no, don't pigeon yourself into music, but like, I don't know. Like, I always find myself coming back to rock. It's just one of them things, Behind, left me far behind, left me far behind. Man. Yeah. Other noises. Alright. Collective Soul. One of the best bands I have ever heard throughout my life. Like, people are like, nah, bro, why do you always, like, like, just listen to kind of the same crap when you're on stream? And it's never, like, on stream when they bring that up. It's just more, after stream. It's like, let me explain why. Like, a lot of the time, if I'm listening to music on stream, it's to relax. Because, like, streaming is my, like, after hours relaxation hours. So, like, if I'm throwing on music, I'm throwing on my music to relax, you know what I mean? So, yeah, no, it's just an entirely a relaxation thing. And all your weight, it falls on me, it brings me down. Also, Heavy is just, like, an awesome song. Like, this song, I've listened to this one when I've indulged in the wacky tobacco and when I've indulged in the booze. And, it's good music. Like, I don't know, there's just something about just, like, this song, really, that just, I think it's, like, synth in the background. Like, just really speaks to me as well. And also, just, like, the guitar, there's just something about it that's almost hypnotic. Now, obviously, those of you guys listening to this, like, afterwards don't even hear the song it's playing because, I got the audio sources all separated because for some reason, Manjaro OBS has audio splitting, but nothing at all for, like, browser sources. It's, interesting trade offs. But I'll take this trade off because this means I can rock my shit the way I always rocked my shit on Windows, minus the browser source, but I can just bring up a Chromium window and just rock on, so to speak, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, that's how it goes. I'm just gonna shoot a message into my chat real quick. Anyways, but, the reason I just sent that message to in the chat was just to make sure the like pop-out window didn't just like screw itself over like it sometimes does. Because one thing I've noticed is that pop-out windows, at least a while ago, used to like not refresh or any of that, which was quite was annoying. Like even though no one used to chat in my streams back when I first started messing with pop-out windows, it it was one of those things. I didn't like having to reopen pop-up windows. Admittedly, some of this is just me whining, but oh man, QOL Twitch for the love of Pete, and also like soft web browser manufacturers, just some QOL. That's all I ask. It is what it is, though, right? Damn it! I spilled water down my front. Not again. Wow, more live. Apparently Spotify wants me to listen to live. Not that I'm complaining, but I do love me, like throwing copper. Like, everyone talks about live, and this is usually the album they talk about, but it's just because Throwing Copper was their best album and arguably one of the best rock albums of all time. I mean, let me just like go to the album itself. I mean, it starts off with Damn It Otter Creek, which is an awesome song. Then Selling the Drama, I Alone, Iris, Lightning Crashes, Top, All Over You, Shit Town, TBD, Stage, Waitress, Pillar of Division, or Davidson, I mean, sorry, White Comma Discussion, Horse. Like, this is all amazing music, and there's so much care put into this. Like, it's just great music, you know what I mean? Like, there's just something about live, especially, like, their Throwing Copper album, which is just amazing to me. That's just, again, like, if I were to have, like, a rock album Mount Rushmore, Throwing Copper would absolutely be on it. Hell, I think I actually do have my, rock album Mount Rushmore written down somewhere. Oh, let me go into this chat here. Hold on. No, not in general. Music from myself, Rushmore. Okay, so my Mount Rushmore for rock albums: Throwing Copper from Live, Silver Side Up from Nickelback, Prince's Purple Rain album, and Aerosmith's Pump album. Hell, I haven't talked with someone about this because, that's like music brings us all together, and especially for rock fans, Throwing Copper absolutely brings folks together. Like, oh man, there's just so much good albums. And there's especially for Throwing Copper, there's just this serious depth of emotion. That's just not really shown too much in modern music too often anymore. And it's like, oh man. How did we go so wrong? Good lord. All over you like water. All over you. All over you, all over me. Yeah. Let me actually go over to another band with high depth of emotion. Lay me down, lay me down, lay me down, lay me. Man, I'm just reeling at just like how much good music there is. And I still hate that I only discovered, Highly Suspect about 3 years ago. Kind of wish I would have like actually seriously listened to them like a long time ago, but it is what it is. Like there's just something about just this like music like that has a high depth of emotion that just it makes me happy as hell, you know? Also, you guys like what I'm using as a background? Admittedly, this is the Windows XP background. Not Windows XP, good lord. Like the Windows Vista background, but honestly, it does fit the vibe. Because, like, I don't know, like Windows XP was probably one of my favorite Windows releases ever. And it's still a shame that we got Windows 7 after this. Because Windows 7, like, while it was a more quote unquote refined Vista, like I don't know, I just always preferred how Vista was over 7. Like Arrow's like great, but Vista did it so much better in my opinion. Time to think it over. What they do to you. What they do to me. Like My Name is Human was the first song I ever discovered from Highly Suspect, and the music video is just amazing. But the lead singer has such a depth to his voice as like, holy shit, dude. Just a face with your gun. Find out what you are. Hello, my name is Human. Hello, my name is Human. Hey, when I am from the star. Hello, my name is Human. It's just like, man, Highly Suspect is just genuinely fantastic. Also, I just like even if it wasn't for the voice, which is the best part, like the singing, like just the guitar and the drumming and everything and back just really, really works. Like it's just you don't know how good music truly is until like you seriously immerse yourself into it. Now, admittedly, some of this is my admitted issues with autistic hyperfixation, but it's just I love it, and I'll tell you that. Find out what you are. Hello, my name is Huma. Like, when the lead singer of Highly Suspect does eventually pass, like, that's gonna be, like, pretty rough for, like, the music industry in general, like, for rock, because, like, the dude puts so much raw emotion into his music and just, like, basically pours his soul out into the music, and it's gonna be hard to see, because like, sure, there's some great stuff now too. Like, not like other than just these guys, but these guys just put so much into it that it's like, damn, you know what I mean? Off my name. And like, I don't know. Like, admittedly, I am just gushing, but there's just so much great music. Also, I've been reading some interesting comics recently. Like, I'm pretty soon I'm gonna start reading the 30 Days of Night comic because, like, I love vampire stuff. Like one of my first horror things in general was vampire stuff. 3 Days of Night. Like, if I recall right, what I like my first like so I'm trying to remember correctly, but like if I recall right, like my first like vampire thing I ever watched was Blade, which admittedly isn't horror. It's just like badass action movie, but that was like my first introduction to like horror movies of any sort. Like, ah man, like I love vampire stuff, you know. I also love zombie stuff, but man, like there's just so much good stuff. So I'm just looking through comics right now because I love reading comics too. Probably none of you guys surprised, but there's just so much good horror now. Like even if you don't like if you can't afford physical comics, like there's so many mediums now that where you can read comics. It's like if y'all ain't reading comics or whatever, like why aren't you out of curiosity? Like there's so many ways to do it now that it's only thing really stopping you is you guys. I recently got a global comic subscription just so I could start rereading comics I used to love as a kid and start just exploring the wider world. Like recently I started rereading The Walking Dead, and man, I forgot like, just how much better of an experience it was than actually watching the show because the show, like while some of the characters added were pretty cool, I just I wish that they would have like gone in a more like comic accurate direction, or let the guy who was writing in the first season keep writing rather than screwing him over like they did. Like it's sad to see like just how many people get screwed over now. Like when it comes to that industry, like, ah man. But also just Robert Kirkman, man, dude is like he was great back in the day, but dude is kind of washed up now, and you can kind of tell with just like how he's like what he's letting happen to his adaptations of his like IPs and whatnot. Like sure, every now and again we get something cool, but like you can see where he's incredibly self-hating now, and it's like, dude, no man, why? Man, so many just good artists now that are just lost because they decide to fall into what is very clearly self-hatred, and it's like, man, I don't even know what to think anymore. Just looking up to see if there's anything else interesting to talk about. Let's see. Apparently Dead Island 2 is on sale on Steam. That's pretty cool. $20. That's actually a pretty good price. If I didn't already have it on Epic, then I'd, have already probably, if I had the cash, probably snatched up, but I don't, so it is what it is. Just looking to see if there's anything interesting to talk about. I mean, it probably says something that I don't read like modern like books because like I mean, let's be real. Like the like modern like western literature is shit. Like despite what the New York Times and all those like folks will try to gaslight you into believing, modern western literature is shit. And it's a sad thing to say. Like if I want to read modern literature, I I go like I support indie writers now. Like I do, like I have nothing to do with modern bookstores. Like if I want to read something, like I will even go out of my way to like go to yard sales and whatnot, and like pick up the classics, because it's not even worth it, which is a shame. But such is life, you know. Also, man, 16, an awesome song by Highly Suspect. Arguably, like their best song if you're into like this specific like genre of rock. I think first time I heard the song actually was on a pop station. Funny enough. Hell, actually, no, it was a pop station because like This was just genuinely such a like good song. When did Highly Suspect release? 16. 2019. Wait, they only released 16 in 2019? I could have sworn I heard this way before that. But yeah, it was a pop station if I recall right. Like genuinely, what an awesome band. Oh yeah, it's allergy season by the way. If y'all weren't well aware. But a couple nights ago, I woke up and I could not breathe, and it took me a bit to get my breath back because I was so stuffed up because of my allergies that I was scared shitless because like I said, for the life of me I could not breathe. It was like fuck. It genuinely sucked. Sorry to get myself a cup of water. Good lord. Like so, these allergies are just absolutely harsh this year. Like, this is going to be a hellish allergy season this year, and I can tell because I am just choking and choking. And, oh, in case I didn't mention it, I'm friggin' choking this year, like, worse than I've ever been. Like, normally when I have issues like this, it's because I'm sicker than hell, but no, this is just allergies this year. And it's like, oh lord, if it's only like this in April, what's it gonna be like in, like, June? Like, I am not excited at all. Like, goodness gracious. Like, it's just I'm annoyed, I will admit. Cause like, I've sorry, a little bit of air caught in my throat, it's making it hard to talk. Give me a second. Like, oh yeah, by the way, guys, actually I forgot to tell you guys, but I've already got asparagus planted this year, which is nice, and I've even got the tarps put out so we can get some of the raised beds set up this year. Like, I am seriously excited, but I'm also hoping the local garden stores will hurry the hell up and get their dirt all out this year. And the reason I'm hoping that they will, in my words, hurry the hell up and get the dirt out this year, chat, is because like I want to get the raised beds set up as soon as possible because I want to see if I can get some peppers to actually grow this year. Because like I've been trying peppers now for about this will be year 5 of me trying to grow peppers of any sort. And I'm not even kidding here, chat, when I say I have yet to get a single successful pepper crop. I did get, like, 2 years ago, a single pepper off of one of the plants, but that was it. And even that was just pure luck. Because, yeah, no, peppers hate me. Like, I genuinely have a, black thumb when it comes to, peppers. Like, I can't get, peppers of any sort to, grow. Did I say black peppers? I genuinely don't recall. Sorry, I think I may have had an unintentional Freudian slip, but like, what the hell? Like, black pepper, I don't even know what kind of pepper that is. I gotta look that up. Un momento, por favor. What pepper is ground up to make black... Oh, wait, no, that's peppercorns. What is my dumbass even thinking? I apologize. Man, I really gotta actually, like, sit back and actually start doing some horticultural research again. Also, do I live in the right zone to grow peppercorn? Peppercorn seeds. What gardening zone is required to grow peppercorn? Okay. What is gardening zone is Maine? 3B to 5B, so no, I could not in fact grow peppercorn. Damn. That is actually a shame, because I would love to grow some peppercorns. But, that's just not in the cards, apparently. Damn. Natural born killer. Oh yeah, by the way, like, I don't know if I've asked you guys, but what do you guys think of my 1.3 model? And the reason I'm calling this, by the way, my 1.3 model is because, like, eventually I do plan to either go 2D or PNG, depending on what happens. Though all else fails, what I might actually do, chat, is I might actually go just straight back to flesh tubing. And for those of you guys who don't know what I mean by flesh tubing, like, I mean, like, using my regular webcam and just, showing my face again on stream. Because, like, I mean, either way, like, it is fun, like, doing it either way, because, like, I love V-tubing. But at the same time, like, I've done both V and flesh tubing. And, like, both are pretty, like, they're fun. Like, I'm exactly the same on or off camera, except, my hair is slightly different and I have facial hair. But my sense of dress is slightly different, but I mean, that's what it is. Like, I like my big-ass boots my model has. And the reason that these boots are, in fact, this large is because otherwise they were clipping through my pants. So, I had to be a little creative. You know how that goes, right? Oh, man, I can't show my legs on stream. My legs are not, in fact, set up to move. Man, I get arm movements, I get my head moving, and most of my mouth, but no legs. I was robbed. But at least I have VTubing software for Linux that seems to be working across all distros, but man. Like, I don't even know. Like, sorry, give me a second. I'm trying to think of another subject to talk about. Let's see. Oh yeah, I cooked burgers tonight, chat. I used the last of the ground up, quote unquote, maple deer sausage, and it was really good. Like I said, I made burgers, a couple which were smash style, and the rest were just regular burgers. And oh man, a little bit of salt, pepper, and garlic. For some reason, it turned out spicy, which was weird, but other than that, the flavor was exceptional. And like it made up shockingly good. Ad break in 5 minutes. Like I was genuinely impressed by how good like this all turned out to be. Now tomorrow, obviously, I'm gonna have pasta and sauce, but still. I just gotta start boiling some pasta, and I'll do that probably tomorrow. I just gotta clean it up for a pan to boil in. Maybe I'll do rotini, cause I love me some rotini. But at the same time, do I want to make a cheese sauce or no? Maybe I'll wait, because there's still plenty of pasta in that sauce. So I'm genuinely bleh, if I could talk. I am genuinely contemplating culinary decisions at 10:07 p.m. because like I really want to actually like properly stretch out my culinary limb, so to speak. A little one, so scared. Hold on. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, did you like my like desktop environment I had set up for like Twitch? Or not Twitch. I mean, do you like this layout, by the way? Like where I have my VTuber model in the Windows Vista background? Because personally, I think it's really cool. But more what I meant was, like, do you guys like this background as well? And by this background, I mean, this right here. Because personally, I think that this is really cool. And if you're wondering what this is just the folder for my VTubing software that I use. It's the VTuber. Actually, let me look it up properly so I don't butcher the title. It is the VTuber webcam by Kitsune1, and it works well. And let me go back to like getting this open up. There we go. Right, other things to talk about. It says something that genuinely, like, the least painful experience I've had on returning to Linux, genuinely, is using Arch, because apparently Fedora is kind of a joke now, and that's nothing like compared to the issues with anything based off of Debian, because Pop! OS, majorly problematic. What a surprise. Ubuntu, well, also problematic. Fedora, already mentioned, because Bazelite's based on Fedora, and no! But, yeah. What else was I gonna bitch about? Actually, like, Garuda, for whatever reason, does not like my rig. Like, I genuinely, chat, for whatever reason, for the life of me, can't get Garuda to boot up on my, like, desktop at all. Like, I can't get a single Garuda live USB to work. But Manjaro? Yeah, no, totally fine. Which is a little bit of a pain, but you know what? I'm okay with Manjaro, because it works. Like, sure, Beeple, what the hell? Sorry. People will complain that, oh man, it's one of the worst Arch distros, but I mean, working for me? So maybe that's one of them skill issues? I mean, we'll find out eventually, because, like, I'm going to be daily driving this, but I mean, so far I've noticed no problems at all. But, like, I don't know. There's just something about, like, Manjaro especially that I really, really seriously like. Hmm. I'm thinking about possibly doing some art streams pretty soon, chat. I'm thinking maybe I might even start doing an Arch. Did I say Arch? Oh yeah, I use Arch by the. No, no. Like I plan on seriously doing like art streams again, because I kind of want to see about designing my own VTuber model. And maybe if I can actually design my own VTuber model, I might have a chance, theoretically, to like actually make the model I want. All I would then have to figure out after that is how to rig it. Because, like, I mean, the only thing really stopping me from making my own model is my imagination. And I got imagination in droves, because I plan to, like, on my off time, chat, like, very seriously put the time into writing my own novel. Now, granted, it's I'm not gonna publish it with any official publisher. I'm probably gonna put it just like on AO3 and maybe Wattpad, or maybe even like web novel, something like that. But like there will be the option for people to read it, because like I genuinely seriously want to write my own novel, and like if I like yeah, it's something about. Why am I like why does my voice keep cracking tonight? Give me a second, I gotta some water because I'm starting to croak like Kermit the Frog. Anyways, like writing a novel is something I've always wanted to do. And I got LibreOffice set up. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do, chat. Like, is I'm gonna start, like with my novel, cause like I have a theme in mind. Like, this is gonna be a post-apocalypse novel, of course, because like post-apocalypse novels are something I've always wanted to do. Cause like I'm a huge fan of like the whole post-apocalypse genre. Like, especially, what a surprise, zombies. Because like what really got me into horror as a kid was friggin' well, it's two things. The Lost Boys, which is vampires, but also, zombie films like Dawn of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, Day of the Dead, Return of the Living Dead, Pet Cemetery 2, which, holy shit, Clancy Brown hard carried that movie. And, like, I don't know, like, I just genuinely want to, like, sit down and try my hand, like, at, like, writing my own, like, novel. And if I don't do it, then I won't, right? Hold on. Giovanni and the Hired Guns. There we go. Alrighty. You know, like, it's probably the most annoying thing about, like, having a beard, and that's why I'm thinking about shaving mine off, like, fully. Like, well, I love having my beard, don't get me wrong, but beard upkeep and maintenance is a very annoying thing. But that being said, I'm bringing this up because right now, I got some beard conditioner. Let me throw that onto my hand and, like, actually condition my beard real quick. Ordinary fucker. I'll get my beard damp real quick. Alright, let me just dampen my beard real quick. I do apologize, chat. Give me a second. Alright. Give me a second. Alright, there we go. That should be damp enough. Oh, that is so much better. Like, why was I not following instructions and dampening my beard? Yeah. No wonder this kind of left me feeling weird. But I just, that's one reason I do want to keep my beard, because I love that beard oil, because that sandalwood smell, chat, is probably one of the best smells in the world. Like, if I can find some sandalwood cologne, I might genuinely start using that, because, like, I love the smell of sandalwood. And some of that does admittedly come from the fact that I used to do, like, a little bit of wood, like, helping build shit. I think you gotta help with carpentry a little bit here and there. Well, I say a little bit, but, like, I was, man number two working on carpentry shit. So, like, the smell of wood, especially, like, I love that. I think that's probably why, like, I'm so at home in forests, because, like, it's just genuinely so great. Alright. I'm just an ordinary fucker. I love Raymond Ayala. Like, that's one of my favorite songs. Like, just in general. Like, I discovered Giovanni and the Hired Guns a while ago. Like, they were on, TOS, Rip Mr. Mike. But, man, Giovanni and the Hired Guns just do such great music. Like, ah, man. Like, it's a shame that I don't listen to these guys more. Right. Let me just take a look real quick. Like, I will genuinely start doing gaming streams again pretty soon, chat. Like, 'cause I gotta do some extensive, like, off-stream testing. 'Cause, like, I haven't done some in the last couple of days, just 'cause, yeah, I've been busy, and I've just been kind of exasperated, 'cause, like, I'm worried that next time I try to do something, like, with gaming, something's gonna go seriously wrong. But, I mean, one thing I've noticed, at least with Manjaro, normally, if I boot up some software, like if I have multiple things going at once, like I do, like now, like normally I get a kernel panic. But with Manjaro, I'm getting no kernel panics at all. And honestly, chat, excuse me? Sorry, burp there, apologies. Anyways, like normally, like I notice something going wrong entirely, but genuinely, I'm getting no issues whatsoever. Like, this is genuinely the smoothest experience I've had this go around. I've gotten no kernel panics or anything, and now maybe I'm counting my chickens before they hatch, but this seems like really, really good news to me. Like, I'm, like, really, really just excited so far. Like, I know I'm kind of just talking out of my ass a little bit, but, like, dudes, like there's been no problems at all. Like I might even be able to start doing Minecraft streams again. And yeah, I know Minecraft streamer is bad reputation because of the many bad actors, and fair enough, but like I need to get over my hangups, like from playing Minecraft, that I had because of my mentally abusive ex. So, like, best way to get over it? Exposure therapy and playing the shit live. Or at least that's my justification as to like, why I'm gonna be playing it again. Because, like, the last time I actually sat down and played Minecraft seriously was like a year ago, and that got, kind of ruined because of my mentally abusive ex. And it's like, I can't let that shit rule over me anymore. Which, holy shit, I have had such a bad fucking, like, dating history. Like, there's a mentally abusive ex. There was, the one who cheated on me. There was the one I had to call the cops on. And there's, one in school. Which, I mean, when you're a kid, like, let's be real, sure, you say you're a boyfriend, girlfriend, but that's just puppy love. But it's crazy just how bad a dating history I've had. Like, good grief, dude. Like, yeah, I know things will get better. Like, cause that's just how it goes. Like, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, and like, there's always just like that, the silver, like on the horizon, like at the end of the dark clouds. But it does get kind of hard to look and see that sometimes. But like genuinely, you guys just gotta keep holding on, and shit does get better. Like if you don't think things are gonna get better, good for you. Things won't get better because you're trapped in that negative mindset. Once you snap yourself out of that negative mindset, you will be fine, and you will get better. But like a lot of people don't realize, if you keep putting out, no, things won't get better, I'm cursed, I'm screwed, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, no, things won't get better because you are constantly self-sabotaging. But you can genuinely, like, get past that shit. Well, let me actually, like, it wants me to play Kid Rock, so let me do Cowboy. Like, I, like, this might surprise none of y'all, but, like, I'm a huge fan of Kid Rock. Like, I love listening to his stuff, even if his, like, some of his newer stuff is bad. So, like, I try to listen to his older stuff only, but, like, he's got some great music. Yes. Oh yeah, you guys, like, I really like just how good like this VTuber like software makes my shirt look like puffed up like that, which is a purposeful stylistic decision. Like I even have with my previous model, like I would show y'all, but I don't want to have to readjust the camera position. But it is puffed out even in my like 1.0 model. Man, like Kid Rock, like first time I ever heard these guys, one of my family members was really, really into All Summer Long. Like that was the only Kid Rock song he knew, and it was like, okay, cool. Can we listen to something else, please? Don't get me wrong, I like hearing "Sweet Home Alabama" all summer long, but like, dude, anything else? And then like a couple years later, another family member introduced me to a picture featuring was it Sheryl Crow or something like that, and that song was awesome. But man, like it's a shame people only pigeonhole themselves into listening to like one or two songs from an artist. Hold on. Picture. Yeah, it was featuring Sheryl Crow. Hold on. Add to queue. Cowboy baby. Shining cowboy baby. Man, kind of sucks that like it was gonna be my partner for this podcast did flake out, but what can you do in this case? If it was meant to be, it would have happened, but well, it's one of them things. at least I can sit here and just listen to awesome music and just with awesome people and talk about things I like, such as my hobby of screwing around with Linux, which is admittedly kind of more of a necessity now. But I mean, shit, if it works, it works, right? I just realized that a lot of the time, this mouth tracking, for my avatar has a lot of issues because this might surprise you guys, but I tend to be pretty subtle a lot of times with my expressions. And even talking, I'm not blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, okay, never mind. It's just that the mouth tracking is just buggy as hell. Never mind, because I was very purposely over emphasizing my talk. I was going, yeah, even that trying to purposely seriously open my and close my mouth as quick as I could. It just didn't even track. While also you open up as wide. Okay, I see how you are. VTubing software. Yeah, man. But genuinely, Linux is probably one of my favorite things in the world. And I say that both I say that genuinely seriously, because Linux, this might surprise y'all. I first started using in about 2016 or 17? I believe it was 2016 though. Because again, I started it with my Alienware Steam machine. It was using Alienware Alpha ASM 100, I like to say. I don't know, it was the lower end model with the GTX 860M and the Core i3 4130T, as well as 4 gigs of RAM. Well, it worked pretty well for what it did, but I was I think I can get more out of this, and this Linux seems easy as heck to set up. And lo and behold, it was in fact very easy to set up. My life at a slow hell. Every night at the hotel. Oh, you guys hear the Pope died, by the way? Like, I put out a tweet this morning because I was nah, I actually asked, did the Pope die this time or was it a hoax like the last time? Because a couple of days ago, there was even an on radio hoax that the Pope had died. They were actually genuinely saying the Pope had died. And it's damn. And the reason, I was genuinely surprised was because, so a couple weeks ago, they said he died, but he hadn't. And apparently he actually genuinely is dead this time, but it's wild, you know? I wonder who's gonna be the Pope this time. I mean, I don't really follow Catholics because, well, I mean, no. I've stated my opinions multiple times, and I don't need to get into that shit, but it's still interesting. I wonder who it's gonna be this time. Will we get a traditionalist Catholic, or will we get something entirely different for the Pope? It'll be interesting to see, one way or another. I'm trying to think of other things to talk about. I mean, Sheryl Crow is a very, very talented, singer. Alright, add to my queue. I'm just gonna add some songs to my queue. No, I'm not, actually. This is good. I don't know, there's just so much good music nowadays. Just that you can have access to, I mean. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's great music now, too, but I don't know, I love listening to the music of yesteryear. So, I can't look at you while I'm lying next to him. Put your picture away. Can't look at you while I'm lying next to him. Maybe I should do Teenage Dirtbag on Friday. That song's awesome. And I can kind of pull off the falsetto. Decisions. Part of the reason why I'm doing this, so I'm trying to throw together a, nice song list for for Friday. Almost same you been since you've been gone. My world has been dark and gray. That's probably one of my favorite Kid Rock songs of all time. Yeah, haze. Take you away. This is so heartfelt too, like you can tell. Can't seem to get you off of my mind. I can't understand why we're living life this way. I found your picture today. I swear I'll change my ways. I just called to say I want you to come back home. I found your picture today. I swear I'll change my way. Just called to say I want you to come back home. Like, picture especially. I don't know why I just muted. But like, picture like probably one of the most like formative songs to like just like my music taste in general, because like it really got me into like just duets, because like musical duets are, in my opinion, one of the coolest things in general. And like when I discovered the Smule karaoke app back when I was still in elementary, I think could have been early high school, but I really latched onto it because it was like, holy shit, I can do karaoke in duets and of mostly my favorite music. Hell yeah, dude. Well, speaking of, Breakdown by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers was one of my first songs I ever did karaoke with, because it was like arguably one of like my favorite song like in general from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. I mean, don't get me wrong, Free Fallin', Mary Jane's Last Dance, and all them, fantastic songs, but I mean, Breakdown is so much better. It's alright if you love me. It's alright if you don't. I'm not afraid of you. No way on me that you. Turned in away. Baby, break down. Go ahead and give it to me. Break down. Honey, take me through the night. Baby, break down. Break down. Break down. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Yeah, Tom Petty is one of those artists that's been around for years. I mean, like Tom Petty's long dead, but like I mean, his music has lingered because like the dude's a talented, like, and I mean incredibly talented like vocalist, and like this music like his has always been, and like likely always will be, like at least since I've been alive, like in like the consciousness, because it is just so good. And I don't know, there's just something about it that I really like. It's alright. Sorry, like I'm kind of poorly like explaining things, I will admit, but I mean, like, this is just such a good song. It feels kind of disrespectful for me to just start flapping my jaws about. You know what I mean? Like, but the thing about Breakdown is, like, it's a fantastic song, but, like, it doesn't overstay its welcome. Just like, Breakfast at Tiffany's by Deep Blue Something, which, man, what an awesome song. And we're falling apart. Well, that's what I kind of want to see if I can do karaoke, if they have it even. Say what has come between us. Deep Blue Something. Breakfast at Tiffany's karaoke. And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany's? She said, I think I remember the film. As I recall, I think we both kind of liked it. And I said, well, that's the one thing we've got. And this one kind of hits close to home because, talk about songs kind of hitting close to home, but, like, it's, you know, maybe it's just because of my really shitty dating history, but it's just one of those, like, songs that just really kind of, like, hits so much, like, closer to home. Much like Separate Ways by Journey, Driven Under by Seether, and just, like, like, so many good songs that you just kind of don't really truly appreciate until you've kind of gone through certain things in life. And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany's? She said, I think I remember the film, and as I recall, I think we both kinda liked it. And I said, well, that's the one thing we've got. Say, we've got nothing in common. I'm a ground to start from. We're falling apart. You'll say a world has come between us. Our lives have come between us. Till I know you just don't care. And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany's? I said, I think I remember the film. As I recall, I think we both kinda liked it. And I said, well, that's the one thing we've got. I think one of the reasons this song, kind of hits a lot closer to home is because, like, when you're in a relationship, like, there's, like, a lot you gotta kind of work on, including, like, if you think you only got one thing in common, like, you gotta, like, kind of work out, like, to find shared interests, kind of, like, find more things you both can enjoy, because, like, a relationship based on liking only one thing is not a good relationship by any means, because, like, it's a relationship kind of built on an extremely poor foundation. Like, it's kind of why I just deleted all my dating apps. Because honestly, like, sure, like, you can find, presumably, somewhere, that one unicorn who, you can actually get in a relationship with and things will be, like, really good. But, like, for the most part, dating apps are festering shitholes. And honestly, like, if you're looking to date, go out into the real world. Like, sure, you're gonna get shamed publicly because people are fucking pricks, but it is so much better than just doing the standard thing, which is, dating app, swipe, 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 get treated like a piece of shit, never talked to again, or ghosted. Like, go out in the real world, thank me later. I never seem to get a lot. Blah, blah, blah. Like, I love Gym Class Heroes. I used to listen to these guys quite a bit when I was a kid. And like even now, like this song Cupid's Chokehold slash Breakfast in America, I still listen to this one because it's great. In a chokehold. She even cooks me pancakes. And I seltzer when my tummy aches. If that ain't love, then I don't know what love is. This one really hits close to home. We even got a secret handshake. She loves the music that my band makes. You know I'm young, but if I had to choose her or the sun, I'd be one nocturnal son of a gun. Take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I got. Not much of a girlfriend. I never seem to get a lot. Like, man, like this song especially. Man, like, I kind of have a smile on my face because, like, man, it's one of those things, you know. Like, it's very amusing. Like, man, it's crazy. A song about the girl that didn't last long. But I promise this is on a whole new plane. I can tell by the way she says my name. I love it when she calls my phone. She ring out her very own ringtone. If that ain't love, then I don't know what love is. It's gonna be a long drive home, but I know as soon as I arrive home, and I open the door, take off my coat and throw my bag on the floor, she'll be back in my arms once more for sure. Like, man, man, this one, oh man. Apparently it's sad potato minutes now. Good lord. Cause man, there's just something about it. Like, man, I'm just kind of reminiscing now. So many good times now long past. Smile, that'll make the most scene. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I'm glad to be single now because, whew, boy. But you know, there's just so many like, just so many like good things that I like won't get to experience until like the next hopefully final relationship. Like hopefully I will find the one day. But I'm not about to do the parasocial crap because yeah, no, parasocial shit is well shit. A lot of creeps, man. You're my girlfriend. She's the only one I got. Not much of a girlfriend. I never seem to get along. Take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I got. Not much of a girlfriend. I never seem to get along. Man, that's a vibe I haven't experienced in a long time, dude. Like, sorry, I'm just like I'm kind of blown away because it's like I guess I didn't know I needed to hear that song until it showed up on Spotify. Let's hear Closer. Because honestly, this song, like, it's a great song. Like, Nine Inch Nails is one of those bands. Like, I first discovered these guys because of The Walking Dead. And honestly, I'm glad I did discover them because, like, they are such an excellent band. It just would not have been right to not have them in my music catalog. Violate you. You let me pen it. What an awesome song, dude. You took apart my inside. Help me, I got my soul to sell. Help me. The only thing that works for me. Got me fucking away from myself. I wanna fuck you like an animal. You know, first time I ever played this song for my friends was back when I was part of a group called the Nerd Herd back years ago. Shame that group kind of fizzled out because of terrible decisions on the leader's part, and the fact that some of the members were not the best people to be around. But like we were doing like an in VR chat, this Titanic map, and the ship was going down, so it was like, yes, Closer is absolutely the song you play when the ship is sinking, and absolutely the correct decision. But man, can you imagine just like this playing as the ship is going under? It's like, who needs Celine Dion when you're just hearing the dulcet tones of Trent Reznor? Help me, help me, I can smell. Help me, perfect. I wanna fuck you like an animal. I wanna feel you from the inside. I wanna fuck you like an animal. Like, I will genuinely just listen to Closer by Nine Inch Nails like any friggin' like day if I want to, cause like there's like even like unrelated to just being horny or whatever. Like that's just an awesome song in general. Like Nine Inch Nails just really knocks out of the park. Now, granted, Closer, from Downward Spiral, like, again, great song, but like, I'm not really a fan of the Downward Spiral album. Like, if I'm listening to Nine Inch Nails, I usually listen to either The Fragile or Pretty Hate Machine. But because like I'm a fan of their earlier work. Now, don't get me wrong, their later work is pretty good too, but I don't know, like I vastly prefer their older stuff. Apologies, had a little bit of air in my throat again. But man, this song seriously hits home. So I'm just looking to see if there's anything interesting for playlists to check out on my own time. Huh, so there is. Porcelain and the Tramps were apparently a real band. Huh, neat. So I'm trying to think of like something to like talk about again, because like I've kind of exhausted all the topics that I can talk about where my or the person who's gonna be my guest kind of just flaked out. Which is, well, it's annoying as hell, to say the least. So I guess after this song, we will find someone to raid out into. So who is on right now? Let's see. 8-Bit Master is on, but he's cool. But I think I'll raid into someone else. Let us raid into Dave. Hold on. /raid Dave Games VT. Have an awesome night, y'all. I will be back. Well, I'll be back tomorrow. Or if I can. Otherwise, actually, wait, no, I won't be back tomorrow because I'm going to be doing game testing. I'll be back Wednesday, sorry. My schedule's a little screwy where I had the issues that kind of threw me off entirely, but I'll try to be back tomorrow, anyways. But either way, Wednesday is what I meant. You'll know. Anyways, I apologize. Peace, though. Once the song gets